fight starts and you see the speed difference. Todd Duffy is the faster of the two, and that's when Mike Russo appeared to be in trouble.
Another good right hand. Russo's in trouble, Mike. Duffy's quick. Look at that uppercut. Man.
Todd Duffy coming in looking like a Greek god and just all that athleticism, and was able to put together his game plan, you know, for majority of the fight.
Duffy looking to finish his fight right here.
I just kept thinking, gosh, Todd, I wish you would just throw punches instead of trying to knock that guy out. Mike Russo finally threw one big punch, knocked Todd Duffy out.
I believe that there were several moments in that fight where he probably could have finished it if he would have stepped it up a little bit, but then, you know, he didn't pay attention for a sec, he got caught, and that's it.
Probably in the middle of the fight, he was saying about some pizza place he was gonna go to, and boom, got caught.
One punch, and out go the lights.
The heavyweights, it doesn't take much. They're already heavyweights. They're over 230, 240, so it doesn't take a lot. So if your hands aren't up or you aren't prepared, you're gonna get touched with one of those shots and you're gonna go down.
UFC 150, it was Donald Cerrone versus Neville, Gillard, and that was a crazy fight.
I remember those guys being former teammates before Gillard left the gym.
Donald Cerrone is notorious for having a slow start in the first rounds, and Melvin Gillard's super athletic. Comes out and, you know, catches him early.
Caught him with the counter left.
Melvin came out, almost finished him, rocked Cerrone really bad, but, you know, Cerrone's a warrior. You know, he doesn't give up.
Big knee. Cowboy Cerrone has never been knocked out.
Melvin came out and punched me hard and put me up against the gate, and I was like, woo.
Melvin again. The elbow over the top.
Sometimes it takes getting hit hard to wake you up and get ready for the fight.
Once someone comes to knocking, you do have to answer, and he answers the call right away.
I remember thinking, oh, he's done. Here he is, you know, starting to curse at everything, and then he lands that head kick out of nowhere, jumping out of my seat, screaming. Yeah, I was losing my mind for that.
Melvin did the skanky leg a little bit and caught him with a right hand, put Melvin down, and it was kind of crazy.
And winning at home is always fun, always a good feeling, you know, hearing the crowd cheer your name, but the comeback was the most important part for me.
Travis Brown, Alistair Overeem fight was an interesting one. Alistair Overeem, obviously, he's always been a high-level competitor in the heavyweight division. I think Travis Brown was most likely the underdog going into that fight.
I definitely saw Travis and Alistair throw down. That was a wow moment. He got hit with 3, 4 of Alistair's knees to the body, and I know about those knees. They come powerful.
Good shot to the body. The knees of Overeem are one of his best weapons. Another knee to the body. He might be hurt. He might be in.
If Overeem has you hurt, I mean, and you survive that, that's impressive in itself.
With heavyweights, all it takes is just one strike to end the night.
Now just plodding forward. See right now. He's hurt. That's it. That's it. Travis Brown has done it.
That up kick was pretty devastating.
It was really cool to see creativity and something different.
And he just threw that one Hail Mary kick, and it landed.
And, man, you know, Overeem just goes down like a sack of potatoes.
Travis Hopper Brown endured, and then
Pat Barry versus Czech Congo has got to be the greatest fight in the history of the universe.
One guy's short and chubby. The other guy looks like a superhero.
I definitely thought that fight should have been stopped multiple times.
I remember Pat being so well prepared for that fight.
big right hand. It looked like Congo was out. It looked like he was out. He is out. He's out. No, still oh, man. Mergliata is letting this go.
Pat Barry had Czech Congo on skates multiple times in that first round.
Great job done by Czech Congo. He's in big trouble, though.
Man, that was the craziest first round ever.
Pat Barry was putting the whoop down on Congo, and Congo didn't give up.
Barry looking to finish the fight. He's taking a run. Pat Barry's down. It's all over. Congo has knocked out Pat Barry. That is one of the craziest stoppages I have ever seen.
Punched me right here. Boom. And I was dead.
I remember, you know, watching Pat whoop up on Czech Congo, and then something happened, and then he was on the ground, and I was definitely in shock.
Man, that was crazy. He got dropped, I think, like 3 or 4 times in a matter of a minute.
Even when I watch it, I still am like, damn, that's what a good punch.
I mean, it just goes to show you in this sport, literally anything can happen.
So going back to UFC 144 in Japan, I fought Yushin Okami, and we knew it was going to be a tough fight, fighting in his backyard. And it started bad right out of the gate. I remember Yushin hitting me with a real stiff jab.
There's that nice straight jab.
You know it's going to be a long night when that's the first punch you get hit with. At all. Blocked most of the punches with my face.
I was a big Okami fan at the time, and he was crushing him.
Yushin Okami, what a dominant performance by him tonight.
Bringing the thunder tonight. But still, my will was not broken, and so going into the third round, my coach said to me as I was getting up off the stool, he said, you just got to be super aggressive, and if you hit him, you can finish him.
You know, it's time for Boach to go for broke. Yeah, and he's doing it. He's going for it. He's going for it here. He might have Okami hurt. With the comeback. Uppercuts. Big uppercuts by Boach.
And then he started doing those crazy, like, scooping uppercuts and just smashed Okami.
Uppercut again. Boach. What a comeback. And it is over. What a comeback by Silva. That might be one of the greatest comebacks in the history of the UFC.
Finally turn it around and start getting some breaks and landing some shots and just feeling the momentum in their shift. It's incredible.
Oh, school. Did that just happen? And you just see him Twin Boach just walking around. Yeah, I won!
The Black Beast versus Volkov. That was a fight the Black Beast was just never in. He was just getting pieced up everywhere.
Ooh. Oh, he got tagged. Front kick to the body. He's hurt. Body shot hurt. Volkov's all over him.
Volkov just wants to win comfortably on a decision, unanimous decision, whatever, and you can't play it safe like that. Sometimes you do have to go for the kill, and Derrick's seen an opportunity, and Derrick is a guy who likes to go for the kill. Got a lot of crazy power.
Oh! There it is! There it is! Survive! Oh my God!
That's MMA for you, isn't it? You know, he's getting beat up for the whole fight, 10 seconds left, and then wins the fight with one punch.
The Derrick Lewis versus Alexander Volkov fight was a true demonstration of, as a heavyweight, it only takes one shot.
He hit him with the biggest right hand anybody's ever seen. That was awesome.
That was a crazy comeback. Definitely one of the craziest comebacks I've ever seen.
He does that interview with Joe Rogan, and my balls is hot.
I'm here with the winner, Derrick Lewis. Derrick, why'd you take your pants off? My balls was hot.
I remember the Frankie Edgar, Gray Maynard saga, the trilogy, and the third one, nothing short of spectacular.
Probably one of the best trilogies in our sport. Frankie Edgar, Gray Maynard 3 was just what everybody expected. You know, knock him down, drag him out.
Yeah, but he got hurt. Big uppercut by Gray Maynard. Maynard trying to be the bully here.
The fact that I got rocked in the second fight really bad, and kind of in the third fight, almost like, you know, history repeated itself. I got rocked pretty good.
I thought there was no way he was going to make it out of that round.
Yeah, that's just Frankie Edgar for you.
I'm all for the weight class. Wasn't the fastest, wasn't the strongest. Just reminds me of a pit bull, you know, small and just gonna get after it every second of every minute. That's exactly what happened in that fight, you know?
These guys are literally hitting him with sledgehammers. He's taking them, falling, getting back up. Like, that's hard. I mean, Frankie is hard.
That's just Frankie's style, though. He has that heart. He has that grit in him, and he's down to fight.
I keep my composure because it's the way I train. You know, even when I'm not, my faculties aren't all there, I kind of go on autopilot. And my autopilot is to move, you know, listen to my coaches. Listen to your coaches in the gym, you're going to listen to them in fights.
That's a true embodiment of a comeback. Frankie got hurt and then comes back and knocks Gray Maynard out.
The utter dislike for Frank Trigg really lit a fire under Matt Hughes.
Matt Hughes was the scariest fighter on the planet.
He's one of the fiercest competitors I've ever competed against in any sport, anywhere.
Whoa. Oh, that's a stare down, baby. We go. Frank Trigg just blew him a kiss.
Did you blow a kiss at me before we're about to fight?
You don't blow somebody a kiss.
See that back and forth affair where two guys just generally dislike each other and they're wanting to hurt each other?
Frank Trigg clipped Matt Hughes in the cup.
The ref didn't see it.
On Trigg, you know where you landed that.
Frank took that opportunity to take Matt Hughes' back and get him in some trouble.
Matt's face is going red. He might have to tap.
It was looking like, you know what? Frank Trigg is going to beat Matt Hughes.
You know, nobody wants to get choked out by somebody that's been talking trash to them the whole time.
Oh, Matt Hughes survived!
And then it happened.
Picking up and walking him across the cage.
I think everyone remembers that epic slam where Matt Hughes picks up Frank Trigg by the waist, body lock style, and runs him from one side of the octagon all the way to the other side and slams him down.
Darren Elkins always lives up to his nickname, The Damage. I mean, it seems like he's not in the fight until, like, he gets dropped or hurt, and that's what makes him dangerous.
So not looking good for Elkins right here.
And now he is a bloody mess.
I think people start to cruise and they don't know that, like, this guy will never give up. He'll never die.
Elkins is losing every minute of that fight and just does this typical zombie style that guy has. He's another one. He will not give up.
Oh, he hurt him! He hurt him! Oh, Bektik's out! Darren Elkins!
Bektik is so exhausted that he fails to defend a punch and then a kick. He's not even looking at him. He's just trying to get away.
Elkins a dog. You can tell from this fight. You put a beating on him, you guys gotta make sure you keep that same energy throughout the whole fight.
That one, like, gives me chills every time I see it.
My friends told me, like, dude, you were like running sprints back and forth in the bar, watching it, and you just saw when you carried out that flag. And it's awesome when you have a teammate, a friend like that, someone you train with almost every single day, you know, to see come back from adversity.
Darren Elkins, ladies and gentlemen!
So I can't think of a better comeback than Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva.
The best comeback you can ever write in history.
Anderson had been a legend.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the pre-funk of Anderson Silva's retirement party.
Chael no respect nothing. Chael no respect UFC. Chael no respect my country.
Chael had said he was going to do all these things, and then he came in for 4 rounds, and he did what he said he was going to do.
Anderson didn't have an answer for Chael's wrestling, and on top of Chael's wrestling, Chael was landing shots in the stand-up.
Chael is a good wrestler and punched me a lot, and I remember I have something in my rib, and I try to breathe, I can't breathe, I try to move, I can't move.
And he was winning everywhere.
To that point, we hadn't seen Silva get manhandled or even come close to adversity like that.
And Chael hits him again. And again, and again, and again. Over and over again.
Chael was kicking his butt.
Chael teed off on his face like that was his job, which it is, you know?
We were all just like, what's going on here? There's a new middleweight champion, and it's Chael, the bad boy.
It was impressive to see Silva take that beating and never lose faith in his abilities.
Triangle, watch out, triangle! It's a trouble! It's a trouble! Can he choke out Chael Sonnen? Can Anderson Silva finish this fight? Get his legs across. That's what's he's down. It's all over! It is all over!
I remember I training the same technique, you know, just the triangle, 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 and helped me to finish Chael, you know.
Moments away from backing all that trash talk up when Anderson Silva catches him with the triangle, turns it into the armbar. The greatest comeback in the history of the